everyone, this is GameFrost and today we'll be doing another great tutorial video where today we are going to try out the EX Kernel Manager. Now what does the EX Kernel Manager does is that it's a very special manager which is paid, um but I downloaded it as an APK. But this kernel manager is a really good kernel manager that I recommend to everybody. um it has more features than Kernel Adiutor, I think that's what they call it, and it's really good. So basically, this kernel manager, it has a bunch of features such as the CPU, graphics, memory, miscellaneous, and tools. So the first thing we see is the dashboard. Now the dashboard is not as flashy as you think, but if you look at it, it's really good. It displays the CPU temperature, CPU load. It shows you how many cores you're using, the megahertz is running on. So basically, I'm using the performance governor for my CPU, so it's running on max load, or max like 1401. That's basically my max, or 1.4 gigahertz. It also shows you your battery and how much memory usage. So basically, my phone is 2 gigs of RAM. It shows you your SD card usage. It shows you your phone things and stuff like that. So the first thing we're going to do is go straight to the CPU, or which everybody wants. Now, I pressed on the CPU governor performance, and it gives you a lot of governors. It depends on your phone. Some phones could have over like 10 governors, some have like 15, 20. It doesn't matter, but mine is limited. So I just press on performance, and you have to press this button to apply on boot. um Basically, I didn't change the max or min CPU frequency, but the thing I like about this is that you can also change your processor cores, so that if you want to disable a core or two on your phone, because let's say if your battery's usage is being like used too much, or maybe the phone heat dissipates too much, that it gets hot really quickly, well, you can just disable cores and apply on boot. Sorry about that. Also, you can also try core control. I don't think it works right now, but WQ power saving, you could leave that enabled, or you could just apply it on boot. Wait, let me just leave it enabled, and let me just press this. So if you press these power buttons, so basically mean you apply on boot. And the CPU statistics. Sorry so much. I really have a bad accent right now, but it shows you the uptime of the CPU, and it shows you how much usage on each core it has been utilizing. Also shows you the CPU temperature. It shows you so I don't know what the BMS stands for, but it's something. But it shows you the battery temps. It shows you the charging thermal, or CHG therm. It's just charging thermals. Um, and all these other stuff like that. So good to know. You can also let me just leave this enabled. What MSM thermal does is that if your phone gets too hot, it will thermal throttle the phone. That's what it basically is. And why you should leave it enabled is because, like, if your phone is basically getting too much heat, you should thermal throttle it, because you don't want to go up to like 120, 130 degrees, and that's just no. I For me, I just leave it there so that my processor can max out about maybe at like 108, 109 degrees, and stuff like that. You could also enable core control if you want, so that the kernel can actually just control each core, and you can press apply on boot if you want. So the next thing we're going to go to is graphics, which is my favorite. So basically, sorry about that. The max GPU frequency is basically 650 megahertz, because my phone runs on Adreno 308, which is a very low end graphics processing chip. Um, so yeah, it really sucks, but it's still good for a little bit of low end games. But it cannot run Asphalt 9. Now, to be honest, when you have a phone, like a low end phone, for example, and when you try to go to your Play Store or some other app store, and when you try to download Asphalt 9, it's not on the market. Now, why does that happen? Is because at the Google API, what it does is that it searches your phone's specific settings, like all the things that your phone is built in. And if they found out that you have a low end processor or anything in it, they will remove the high end games from the market. That's why. And when I check in the Google Play Store, for example, sorry, if we check in the Google Play Store and we type in Asphalt 9, for example, guess what? It's not there. They only have Asphalt 8 Airborne, Nitro, and Extreme, and Street Storm. So basically, what does that mean is that the Google Play Store detects that you have a low end phone. It's not high end. So when people started complaining about, these high end games not being in the market, is for a specific reason, because it's not compatible. Um, but app stores such as Aptoid, for example, even though I did try Asphalt 9, and boy, it was literally terrible. It was unplayable. It was running like 5 FPS, 10 FPS. Like, no. And sometimes it just didn't boot at all. So in GPU frequency, I changed the GPU governor to performance. Everything else I just leave it there. The initial frequency, you can also put it up if you want to, especially with the min GPU frequency. But sometimes it will actually revert for some reason. I have no idea why. For the memory, this is my favorite. So basically, I keep low memory killer. I don't care about low memory killer, but ZRAM, you should leave it enabled. ZRAM size, I recommend 1000. I mean 1 gig or 2 gig. So basically, 2 gig is 2048 megabytes. Um, Swappiness, leave it at 100, and other stuff. So basically, just leave these two things on. You could change as much ZRAM size as you want, but keep in mind that ZRAM is basically just gonna use your system disk or your system storage. So if you have fast storage, it might be a bit beneficial, but it's not as fast as your system RAM is. So I recommend, if you have like a SD card or something, I recommend buying like a UH3, I believe, like some high class SD card if you want to get the best possible performance out of your system. So in miscellaneous, so basically the read ahead, kilo, I think you could change it to, I would say 4096. I don't know what IO schedule is. Just leave that off. External, put that at 4096. Let's see, advanced IO, which something you shouldn't do. So you could leave that out. LED trigger, forget about that. Audio high performance mode, you can leave that enabled because it's really good. Read and write. I have no idea what these things do, but I'll just leave it as it is. In tools, so you can actually see there is a lot of stuff. So it has user settings, CPU times, battery monitor, temperature, CPU governor, kernel backup, save logs, recovery backup, apply on boot flasher, script manager, and block wake locks. So if we go on user settings, it basically you can customize your settings if you want, or you can find, I think that the thing I love about this kernel is that you can actually take settings from, I believe, other people. Like, let's say if you're on a forum, like let's say XDA, for example, and then they share out their settings for a kernel. So basically, if you want the maximum performance out of your phone, you could find some settings. I don't know if there's actually some available, and it's really cool. Like you could find other people's settings. So yeah, CPU times, battery monitor. So basically, shows you um yeah, my battery is charging. So basically, that's the thing about the EX Kernel Manager. It's a simple manager. If you want to support the creator, you could go straight to the Play Store. I believe it's about $5. I just got this for free. I just done it as an APK. But if you really want to support the creator, I suggest you guys can, because supporting is really nice for him. This kernel manager is still in development, I believe, because he still has more updates to go. But the UI and stuff is pretty neat. Like, and it's really easy. Just look at it. CPU graphics is just very easy to navigate. So if you guys like this video, I hope you can leave a like. I hope we can actually get 2 likes for this video. And also, if you want to subscribe, you could press the subscribe button, and please leave the notification bell icon on so you never miss any more new daily not daily videos, but new videos. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye everybody.